Okay, so this problem is to find the difference quotient of f of x is equal to negative 4x squared. The difference quotient is f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. So the first thing we can do is find the function and plug in x plus h for every x we see in the problem. So that would be negative 4 times, instead of writing the x, I'm going to write x plus h. And I do a parentheses because it's plugging in two things and for where just the x is, and then squared minus, now I just have the f of x. So it's just the negative 4x squared, like just the function as it's written, divided by h. So technically this is the difference quotient, but generally you want to simplify it somewhat. So we'll start by taking the negative 4, and then if you have something squared, you can write it times another one of itself. So it would be x plus h, and then times another x plus h. Also, when we have minus a negative, we can change that to plus a positive. So it would just be plus 4x squared, and we keep the over h. So now let's distribute these two parentheses using FOIL. So that would be negative 4, and I'm going to keep a parentheses because that negative 4 is going to be multiplied by everything that we get when we FOIL. That would be x times x is x squared. X times h is plus xh. And then h times x is another xh. And actually, let me write those as hx's because you usually write the coefficient first and then the x next, the variable second. And then h times h is h squared. Then I'll bring down the plus 4x squared all over h. So coming up to here for more room, I'll add my hx and another hx are like terms. They have invisible coefficients of 1. And so when I add that, it'll make 2hx. So this will give me negative 4 times x squared plus 2hx plus h squared, and then plus 4x squared all over h. Okay, now that I've simplified inside my parentheses, I'll distribute the negative 4 from the outside to make negative 4x squared, and then negative 4 times 2hx would be negative 8hx, and then negative 4 times h squared is negative 4h squared, and plus 4x squared all over h. Okay, now from here I have a x squared term with a negative 4 coefficient, and then another x squared term with a positive 4 coefficient. So these two terms can cancel, and it leaves me with negative 8hx minus 4h squared all over h. Now I notice I have h's in both of my terms in the numerator, so I can factor one of those out to the front, and that would give me h times negative 8x. That's all that's left after I pull out the h, and then minus 4. I pulled out one of my h's, so there would be one left, and then over h. I did all of that because this gives me a factor of h on top and bottom that I can cancel, and now I'm left with negative 8x minus 4h. So that would be my difference quotient.